week of nights at y'all. Hey everyone, so it is, what is today? It's Saturday night and I am on my first night shift as a resident physician. I've done night shifts before as a medical student, probably a very different ball game, where as a medical student, you're kind of just like following and just learning, you're doing now. So this is gonna be a new learning process for all of us. We're learning together. So things are gonna be looking different, feeling different. I feel like I'm kind of starting all over again, just getting used to things. So I already have 2 admissions that I'm currently working on. We're on nights for a week and I can't wait to get in the groove of things, get more used to stuff. My body still feels weird. I have energy drinks, I have water, and we should be ready to go. All right, guys, it is the end of my first night. It is 8 a.m. I am tired. 13-hour shifts overnight definitely hurt a little bit more than 13-hour shifts during the day. I'm out of breath because I think of several reasons. I think 1, I'm just tired. 2, I just climbed 4 flights of stairs, and that combined with me not having enough energy, I'm a little out of breath. But overall, nights was okay. It's definitely a different beast, but not that much different. I think what makes it mostly different is that it's at night. And like with that being said, I'm gonna try to do like roses and thorns, or like highs and lows. I don't know if you guys ever heard of that, so I'll try to tell you guys after every night what was a high or a rose, what was a low or a thorn. Honestly, I might not always have lows, but hopefully I'll have highs consistently. I do have lows tonight, and the low was basically, I felt like even though I tried to sleep as much as possible before this shift, me being tired and my body not being adjusted definitely affected how quickly I worked, how efficiently I was thinking. It just took more time for me to do things versus had I had done it during the day. And I don't know, just doing things slowly made me feel like I was taking steps backwards, or like I wasn't being efficient enough, and it didn't feel great. But a high was I got to do a lot of learning, because during the day, whenever you're getting patients, a lot of times they're already worked up by the night team. And you do get patients like that you will work up yourself, obviously, during the day, but it's not every single patient. Whereas with nights, every single patient I see, I'm the first medicine team that sees them. Besides the ED, I'm the first medical team that gets to figure out their plan and kind of narrow in on a diagnosis. So there's a lot of learning involved with that, and I think that's good for me, especially at this stage of my training. So that's a good thing. I'll try to make sure my highs and lows are different every day. But yeah, I'm tired. I need to get breakfast, dinner, whatever time it is right now, and I need to try to go to bed so I can get my sleep schedule on track, because right now it's currently not. But I will see you guys not tomorrow, but tonight at 7 p.m. as I start my second night shift. Ending work and starting work on the same day is diabolical. But anyway, I digress. I'll see y'all later. All right, everyone, so today has been a very busy night. It is almost midnight, and the EMR we use at this hospital is going down for, I guess, repair or something, like from midnight to 4. So we have a lot of work to do. We've been rushing all day trying to get stuff done before the downage, or the outage, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. So let me go put in some more orders, get some more things done, and work on documentation, so tonight can't get more hectic than it already is. You guys hear that? I think literally all I hear is crickets, the night crickets. Nights is so weird because it's so quiet, and it won't ever really be this quiet outside of the nighttime. So one of the weird, cool experiences you can have in the hospital, I guess. All right, everyone, I'm back home. It is currently 7:30 a.m. Tonight I was on night floats, which meant that instead of doing admits, I carried all patients for all 6 teams of medicine in the hospital, took all calls, all issues, responded to all rapids, and basically kept everyone stable overnight. I think it wasn't bad at all. People like to joke in medicine and say, don't say the quiet word or it's been chill, because all of a sudden it won't be if you do, but it was really chill. And I think that can be my rose for tonight. Still getting used to leaving the hospital when everybody is coming in. My friends are waking up and I'm like tired leaving work, but I'm getting a little bit more used to it. I definitely probably would need like a month to get fully used to it, but thankfully I won't be on nights for a month. Yesterday I didn't get a chance to do roses and thorns because I was super tired, so I'll do retroactively. Yesterday I got faster at admitting, which was great. A thorn though is that I had some last minute things come up, patients being unstable, or just last minute things that we didn't anticipate. So despite my documentation being faster, it didn't really matter because I had to handle other things, but it ended up being okay, obviously. Tonight, my rose would be that it was a chill night, like I said, and that was very surprising because normally it's not. And I guess a thorn, it's kind of hard to come up with, which is a good thing, obviously. I guess you could say a thorn would be just inherently to night float, as that every patient that you're carrying, you have just met tonight, with an exception of a few that you might have admitted in the past. So anytime something comes up urgent or orders need to be put in, you basically have to learn all the cases, and it can get to be a lot. You have a general gist of what's going on whenever those teams check out to you when you start your shift, but obviously you need to know a lot more, especially if a patient's unstable. So it's a lot of moving parts for sure. But I'm back on night shift admits tonight, and I need to try to get some sleep in, so I'll see you guys then. All right, everyone, it is 2:11 a.m., so I had to pull one of these out. Hey guys, it's 5:20. I have 2 HMPs left, and I think I'm making good time because checkout is at 7 a.m., but I am a little tired, so I'm gonna grab some coffee to get a last minute boost. The shift is over. I am super tired. As far as roses and thorns, today was the first night shift where I finished my notes without having to panic at the end to get them done before checkout in the morning, so that was nice. I guess you could say a thorn. This is a boring thorn, but I didn't get a lot of steps in today. I just didn't get a lot of calls or reasons to go check on patients, so at some point I actually just started walking around to walk. So yeah. All right, everyone, it is technically the start of a new block at the end of my night shifts, as in Friday. That was a late for me, so I went at 2 p.m. I left around like 10:30 p.m. That shift basically was me covering the time slot between the teams that leave early and the night team that's coming in, so it's called a late shift. So basically I do the same thing, except it's a little bit harder because I'm admitting patients, but I'm also covering for the team that gets to leave early that day. So taking calls and admitting. It wasn't the worst because I still got to go home and sleep in my bed at night, but nights was definitely rough. I would say for lates, the rose was getting to go home and sleep in my bed, and the thorn was, like I said, I had to cross cover, so I take calls and I admit, so that was a little rough for the first bit of the evening. But you know, it's a different monster than wards that you guys have been seeing me do for the past couple of weeks during the day. My body is still really adjusting. I had the first day of clinic today, and new video will be coming out on my weeks in clinic and how that differs. But honestly, there are a few things about nights I prefer. Like on nights, it can be a little bit quieter because most people are sleeping. The hospital is less busy, and they do feel like they go by a little bit faster. We have patients that are pretty stable who are just here for like something simple like a washout in surgery, all the way to people that might need ICU or more severe care. So there's a lot of variety overnight, and I enjoy that as well. But truly, I do enjoy my sleep at normal hours a little bit more, I think I would still take day shifts overnight, but it is nice to like break up the monotony of the day shifts, especially since I've been doing like a month and a half of it straight. But now I'm really excited to have day shifts. I'm on clinic now, and I have my weekends back. So I have 2 days a week off, Saturday, Sunday. So like a normal weekend. In medicine, we call that a golden weekend because we have both days off, so that will be super nice. Nights was great, but glad it's over with. I have respect for all the people that admit now overnight. I will be back. I do have plenty of nights left for residency. I would say as far as my practice goes after residency, if I have the option to not do nights, I will not do it, but if it's needed, obviously I'm going to be doing it. So those are my overall first initial thoughts on nights. Maybe they'll change over my time throughout residency, but I'm glad you guys could join me for my first week of nights as a doctor. It was definitely a learning experience, and I'll be learning a lot more in the future. But with that said, I'll see all of you on the very next episode of MedHead, which I will be starting right now. See you next week.